please.
We're good on this end.
Good to go.
Thank you all. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome. I will call to order this meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, today being Thursday, August 21 of 2025. The reason we're meeting today, and I should note that this meeting was advertised in accordance with the Sunshine Law with a legal ad. Normally we meet on Tuesdays. Last Tuesday, we were not able to secure a quorum. And then the same applied this past Tuesday. Commissioner Kennedy and I were in Somerset County attending the annual conference of the Pennsylvania County Commissioners Association. We just returned from that yesterday afternoon. We are going to meet next Tuesday, but as you might imagine, the agenda started to grow, and it was actually Commissioner Kennedy's suggestion, which I think was a good one, that we meet today and clean up some things, and that way when we reconvene next Tuesday, and we anticipate Commissioner Sonata will be here at that time, we'll have a slightly smaller agenda. And so thanks again, Dan. A couple of housekeeping items. We are live streaming the meeting and recording the meeting, and then if you do have a cell phone, we request that you please put it on silent or vibrate. We appreciate that courtesy. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, then we have a moment of silence. I do want to note, and it's been in the paper, it's a very nice article in today's paper, we lost one of our former judges, former President Judge Ralph Pratt, passed away earlier in the week. Judge Pratt served initially in the state legislature for approximately 10 years, and then was elected to the Court of Common Pleas in 1985 and served until the summer of 2004. Our paths were able to cross for about 6 months. I got sworn in January of 2004. So for those 6 months, he and I were able to work together in our respective capacities. And please keep his very lovely wife, Susan, in your thoughts and prayers, as well as the entire Pratt family. There is not a public visitation. I believe that the services are private, but we have lowered the courthouse flags in his honor and in his memory. We've, in the past, at least since I've been here, in my 21 or 22 years here, we've not had a judge pass away, either sitting or retired. The best of my recollection, we've had 3 former commissioners pass. Former Commissioner Tom Fee, former Commissioner Wendell Wagner, and former Commissioner Bob Del Signor. And when they each passed, I think that covers the 3. And Brian, if I've missed someone, please let me know. We did lower the flags in their memory as well. So it's only proper and fitting that we do likewise for Judge Pratt. With that, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Kennedy, do you mind leading us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. Dan, I was remiss. Did you wish to make any comments regarding Judge Pratt? No. Okay, thank you. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We have a quorum. Commissioner Sonata is out of town at the time, but as long as there are 2 of us here, we are able to move ahead with county business. One other thing I'll note right off at the top, we had a matter come before us earlier this morning. I usually roll in here a little bit before 7, and I noticed that our water pressure wasn't very good, and then it ultimately basically stopped. So we sprung into action. Dana Fortuna, for our maintenance department, reached out to the water company. We consulted with Court Administrator Amy DiMuccio and Judge John Hodge. Judge Cox happens to be out of town. Commissioner Kennedy arrived, and he and Dana actually went down to the site. Evidently, there was a water main break. Was it down on South Mill Street, Dan?
It'd be down past E.J. Williams, right past
Oh,
there.
past there, okay. And while they were down there, fortunately, and correct me if I misstate this, but the water company was able to divert our source of water, and we were able to get water back on. And but appreciate Dan and Dana communicating with the water company. We had to consult amongst ourselves to determine if the water had been off for any length of time, what we would do as far as keeping the building open. But fortunately, we dodged that bullet. So water is back running again. And that not only affected this building, Mary, the domestic relations building, the jail was affected as well. So, and Central Court. So fortunately, the water's back on.
I gotta say to that, the gentleman from Pennsylvania American Water did call me, like he said he would, and made sure we were okay. So they're a nice young man.
Great. Well, Dan, thanks for your efforts as well. It's fortunate we don't have to do this very often, but it proves that we have a strong working relationship with the courts, because any major decision like that, it ultimately rests with the commissioners, but certainly we would include the courts because of the many functions that they have going on throughout the day. So I think we were able to move along with that. Under explanation of procedures to the audience, we always set aside time for public comment. Twice during the meeting, one in just a few moments and then one before we adjourn. We ask that your comments be related to county government matters. You're welcome to speak both times. You're welcome to speak one of the two times, or if you're just here to listen, that's equally fine. We ask that if you could try to limit your time to about 5 minutes or so, we would appreciate that courtesy. Next on the agenda, row officer reports and comments. None of our row officers are with us. They're not required to be here, but we always set aside time in case any of them wish to be with us. Public comment, I'll open it up, see if anybody has any questions or concerns at this point in time. Hearing none. Okay, thank you. Under fiscal and contractual, we have some repository properties that have been forwarded to us by the tax claim office. And we'll start with the first. What number is this first one, Vanessa?
239.
Number 239. This resolution involves a parcel in Union Township, parcel number 34-106100 on North Round Street in the Township of Union. Eric Jackson made a $500 bid. The Union Township supervisors accepted that bid on July 17. We did not receive a response from the Union Area School District, but it still has to come in front of us. And I'll see what Mr. Kennedy's wishes are here. Okay, would you wish to?
I'll make a motion to approve the bid.
Okay, thank you. And I will second your motion, Dan. This is for Resolution 239. There is no other discussion. We can take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The next resolution would be number 240, and this is a bid that was made on a parcel in the city of Newcastle, specifically in the 4th Ward on Pearson Street, parcel number 04-098800. $500 bid made by Shepherd's Light Ministry / Rick Sikora. The city council in Newcastle approved this on July 22. The tax claim office did not hear back from the Newcastle Area School District, but now it comes in front of us for our consideration. I'll open it up for any comments or a motion, whatever you prefer.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution
Thank you, sir. I will second your motion. Any thoughts or comments, Dan?
No.
Okay, thank you. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 241, also in the city of Newcastle. $525 bid made by Elizabeth Spriggs on a parcel in the 5th Ward of the city on Pollock Avenue. Newcastle City Council accepted this bid on July 22. The tax claim office did not hear back from the Newcastle Area School District. It now comes before us, and I'll open it up for either a motion or any concerns.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, and I will second your motion for resolution 241. If there are no comments, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. The next one, resolution 242, it looks as though, yes, it's the same parcel in the 5th Ward of the city of Newcastle, ID number 05-037300. There was a $500 bid made on this same parcel. However, the Newcastle City Council rejected the bid due to the fact that there was a higher bid. And that was the one we just approved. So this is resolution 242. The tax claim office evidently did not hear back from the school district, so that comes before us. It would be ready for a motion or any concerns.
I'll make a motion to reject.
Thank you, sir. I will second your motion, and we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. The motion carries to reject that bid in accordance with action taken by City Council. Next on the agenda would be our warrant registers. These are submitted to us by the County Controller's Office at most of our meetings, also known as the Check Reconciliation Register, listing the various bills and obligations that have been paid by the Controller's Office. These are dated August 6, 8, 11, and 12. Dan, take whatever time you need to look them over. And once you've done so, if you have any questions, we can address them, or if you wish to move for their acceptance.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay, thank you. I will second that. I had a chance to look these over in advance, and I'm sure Dan did as well. So I'll second your motion. If there are no questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. The minutes of the August 5 meeting, which was our last public commissioners meeting, they're in our packet. Again, Dan, take whatever time you need to look them over. When you've done so, I can entertain a motion to adopt the minutes.
I just like you read them over already, and I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, sir. I will second, and if there are no questions or concerns, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Written communications. We've received 3 in the last couple of weeks. The first is from LSSE, Civil Engineers and Surveyors. They've corresponded with the planning office, and the commissioners have been copied. The subject involves Taylor Township's sewage treatment plant upgrade, specifically the Penvest funding application. Taylor Township owns and operates the sewage treatment plant located in that township. Township is in the final design phase for the rehabilitation of the sewage treatment plant. The work under this project generally includes conversion of existing aeration basins to sequencing batch reactor wastewater treatment process, modifications and improvements to existing headworks, conversion of settling tanks to equalization and effluent pumping, construction of an above-ground digester sludge holding tank, and installation of a UV disinfection system, control building renovations, and site improvements. The letter to us notes that Lawrence County Planning Office has provided a review of the Penvest application. Penvest is requesting updated planning consistency reviews from applicable agencies, which has led to this letter, and from what I understand, the planning office has responded accordingly. So we'll enter that into the record. And Amy, my recollection is that the county allocated some ARPA money towards this project.
250,000.
250, I think.
Yeah. To
So
Taylor, yeah.
to Taylor, yes, Taylor Township.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Dan, any questions on this first one? Okay, thank you. The second correspondence comes from the Department of the Army. This particular letter comes from New Jersey. The subject is intergovernmental and interagency environmental planning consultation for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers environmental assessment for an area maintenance support activity / vehicle maintenance shop facility and training center. In the subject line, it states it's in Newcastle, PA, but that's a little bit misleading. This proposed training center is in North Beaver Township. And we have discussed this in previous meetings. It's a two-phase project. Project 1 proposes the construction of an area maintenance support activity facility, an 11,000 square yard MEP lot, which is a military equipment parking lot, a VMS, which is a vehicle maintenance shop, and 25 privately owned vehicle parking stalls. The project also includes connections to Mohawk School Road and Mount Jackson Road, stormwater controls, lighting, electrical work, and other necessary infrastructure improvements. Project 2 proposes the construction of the training center. It will include a 40,000 square foot building and associated privately owned vehicle lot, stormwater controls, lighting, electrical work, and other necessary infrastructure improvements. And again, this is for a planned development in North Beaver Township. And then finally, Frank B. Taylor Engineering is giving us notification regarding a component 3M and component 4B of the planning module for the sewage facilities Route 18 sanitary sewer extension in the townships of Neshannock and Wilmington. And they asked for some information from the planning office, I believe the planning office has responded to. And Mr. Kennedy has been particularly involved in this proposed project. And once again, if I'm not mistaken, we've earmarked ARPA funds for this
Yeah.
project as well.
900, I think it was.
I believe so.
900, yeah.
Those are the three letters. Let me stop. Those are the three pieces of correspondence. Dan, do you have any comments on any or all
No,
of them? Okay, thank you. Amy, any?
Wilmington Township, the county ARPA, that was 900,000. That was 2 years ago we allocated.
Yes.
Yeah.
900,000 of ARPA
Yeah,
towards
so
this
they're,
project.
now they're in all the phases of getting their permits, and like you said, we reviewed it. They have weekly calls too on the project update that either Commissioner Kennedy or I attend, so.
We appreciate that. These are both this one and the one we just referenced. Well, actually, all three of these projects are
Yeah.
positive news for Lawrence County. Sewage expansion, upgrades of an existing facility in Taylor Township, and then the proposed facility out in North Beaver Township. So, again, very positive news for our county. Dan, would you wish to make a motion to accept these three documents?
yes, I'll make that.
Thank you, sir. I will second, and if there are no concerns, we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes,
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. That takes us to commissioner reports and comments, and Mr. Kennedy, you get to go first today.
I'll make it quick, just we moved down and CCAP on Sunday. Some good positive things come out of that. One, we were looking at our bills being paid. I know it's Penn Power, and I've asked our friends at Crystal Lynn to see how much this has saved us so far this year. So we'll be expecting a report back from them, an audit report telling us where we're at as far as saving electric in the near future. I don't know if we're doing it today or no. I think we're doing it Tuesday.
I think you're right.
The agreement so we can start helping reduce some more energy savings here at the courthouse. Tuesdays. But today's meeting is to try to clean up some of this mess before we get to the next one. And that was my idea. The list kept growing when you were gone last week. Our good friend next door here, Vanessa, said, hey, why don't you guys, whole meeting, we got a lot to go over, so that's why we said let's do it. So glad we did.
I agree. Anything else?
None.
Both Dan and I had the pleasure of visiting the Lawrence County Fair last week. Dan was there more than I was. Do you wish to talk about the fair at all?
I was there every night, just, the kids out there did a great job. The whole fair, I think, I haven't heard the numbers yet, but they had a great week. And it was packed every night, so it was nice when we were leaving Saturday night, when they're still parking at the parking lot to the left past everyone this way. It was pretty well packed too, so they had a good night. So I'm sure I'll get a report from one of them guys telling me how good they did. It's good to see.
I agree. Again, I wasn't able to go as often as you were, but I had a nice time and no mud in the parking area. Brian, I'm sure you remember some years when people would get stuck in the mud out there. Didn't happen this year.
No rain this year at the fair, yes.
That's right. So we thank the Fair Board. Those ladies and gentlemen work very hard.
They did.
And they put on a wonderful show every year. It's a wonderful program that they have. The other matter that I was able to attend on behalf of the commissioners last week, Forward Lawrence, the Economic Development Corporation, Amy was there. We sat together, had I think it's an annual real estate breakfast. And Ben Bush did a very nice job of covering the various economic activities and expansions that are happening in the county, throughout Lawrence County. Did a really good job of that. It was a nice turnout, very nice program that day. And as Mr. Kennedy mentioned, we did attend the annual conference of the State County Commissioners Association in Somerset County. It's always nice to interact with other commissioners from all over the state. And in fact, pleased that our neighbor to the north, County Commissioner Ann Coleman from Mercer County, was elected to leadership in the association. She was elected as second vice president, unopposed. And the way that works, they move up a ladder, so to speak. This coming year, she'll be second vice president. The next year, she'll be first vice president. Then she will be the board president, and then she will chair the board. And we've enjoyed a great working relationship with Ann. We're very happy that she will serve in that capacity. So it was a good conference. That's all I have at this time. We'll move on to new business. And our first resolution, Vanessa, do I have it right at 243?
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
The first two resolutions are from our Domestic Relations Office, and Mary Kelly, the director of that office, is with us. Mary, would you mind coming up to the mic? Appreciate that, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you're well.
I am, thank you so much.
Good. Resolution 243 is a maintenance agreement with Johnson Controls, based in this office, in particular, is over in Butler County, and it's for your fire alarm system. But I'll let you give us all the details, please.
Yes, sir, we've had this many, many years, and we're quite pleased with them, and the county also shares in the government fund. So we would ask that you please approve this.
I'll see if my colleague has questions or concerns. No. Thank you, Dan. The costs for this agreement will not exceed $657.73, effective for 1 year, effective September 1. If there are no other questions, may I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. I will second it, and we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. And the second item from Domestic Relations, looks as though we need to amend Resolution 190 of 2025. This is an agreement with Equifax, And we are amending language in provision 7 of that agreement. And to be honest with you, Mary, if you wouldn't mind refreshing my bad memory about what Equifax does and what it is we're amending.
The state's concern was, funding source. So if the county is not able to provide services, say in a couple months from now, we can end this agreement. So their concern was, because I didn't have, money in my budget, in the state budget regarding this, but the state ended their partnership with Equifax, and Equifax is so helpful in us locating our defendants. Also in the information we're given from the employers, their wage, salary, how long they've been there. And it's so important for our performance measures to keep that up. And so it would usually affect 33% of our information regarding defendants. So
by amending, by the mandatory action that we'll be taking,
they're looking out for the county,
okay,
the state.
that'll satisfy the state if we do
Yes,
this.
yes, sir.
Okay, you're recommending.
Yes, sir. I rushed the decision of following through. And so whenever the state contacted me, I immediately reached out and asked this to be amended.
To your knowledge, is the court administrator aware of this?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir. I include them in everything.
thank you. I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions.
No.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mary. Dan, would you wish to make a motion for resolution 244?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, and I'll second it. If there are no other questions, we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Well,
Thank
Mary,
you for your time on this.
you bet. Thanks for coming over. You're welcome to stay, but if you have to head
Oh,
back.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day, Mary.
You too.
The next three proposed resolutions come from the Tax Claim Office. The director of that office, Mr. Brian Burek, is with us. This is a process we follow every year. This is nothing new. And we'll start with, and by the way, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Resolution 245, this involves properties that were listed to be sold at the free and clear sale back on April 25. These properties remain unsold and are currently on the county's repository list. The 2025 county road and school taxes on these properties remain unpaid, and the properties must be removed from the tax roll. So what this resolution does is remove these properties from the tax roll. You've attached a listing. I looked them over. There are 39, if my math is correct, 39 parcels from the city of Newcastle, 1 from Little Beaver Township, 9 from Mahoning Township, 1 from North Beaver Township, 4 from Pulaski Township, 1 from Shenango Township, 5 from Taylor Township, and 1 from Union Township, 2 from Wayne Township. Brian, do you have anything else to add about this first resolution?
I was gonna give you a little breakdown of the properties with the repository, but you're one step ahead of me.
Was my math correct?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
good.
63 properties went to free and clear sale, did not sell, were added to the repository. As you said, 39 are from the city, the remaining 24 from municipalities. One other thing I've noted, 16 of them are trailers or mobile homes. 37 of them are vacant lots. Of the ones in the city, 9 of them have a house on them and 30 are vacant properties. So, and once they become in the repository, since the county is the custodian of them, they go into tax exempt status until such time as they're sold or redeemed back to the original owner.
Understood. Well, and I appreciate the additional explanation you gave. And Again, I recall that we do this every year around this time, but I'm gonna see if Commissioner Kennedy has any concerns.
No, not at all.
All right, thank you, sir. Based on what we've read and what Mr. Burek has presented, are you willing to make a motion for Resolution 245?
I sure will. I'll make that motion.
And I thank you, and I'll second it, and we'll request a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 246, this involves, again, the tax sale that was held back on April 25. It says here, after all delinquent taxes were paid and there were no additional proceeds, the county and road taxes on the attached list are exonerated for 2025. And it's an extremely short list because it's only one parcel in the 5th Ward of the city of Newcastle. But Brian, I'll let you elaborate if you care to.
This particular property only sold for $1,000, and so that was enough. $500 goes to the tax lien bureau to cover our sale fees, because as you know, there's a lot of involved in that. And then we paid $200 towards the delinquent taxes, and there's not enough money to pay the remaining taxes, and that's why we need to exonerate the additional taxes.
Thank you for that information, and I'll turn it over to Commissioner Kennedy for any questions he might have.
I'm just writing notes here. No questions at all.
All right, thank you, Dan. Dan, are you willing to move for Resolution 246?
I'll make a motion to approve 246.
Thank you. I'll offer the second, and if there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. And then finally, again, related to the April 25 tax sale, these of course were sold free and clear of all municipal claims. After all delinquent taxes are paid, the county and road taxes are to be paid at face. Because the properties were sold for $500 and there were no proceeds to pay 2025 taxes, the county and road taxes on the attached list of properties are exonerated for 2025. Once again, I did a count here, Brian, hopefully we agree. I found 7 from the city of Newcastle, 1 from the borough of Elwood City, 33 from Shenango Township, 6 from Union Township, and 1 from Wayne Township. Do our numbers agree?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Before you offer your information, this states county and road taxes, but let me look back here. Are school district taxes not included in these?
They are not. Since this was sold in April and these deeds were done by July, the school tax comes out in mid-July. So these owners are notified at the time of the sale. They won't have to pay anything prior, but they're responsible starting with the 2025 school tax. And then starting in 2026, they'll be responsible for the school, municipal, and county tax.
I knew that and I forgot, and you were able to remind me.
Right on once
So-
again.
No, thank you. I appreciate the reminder. Before I turn it over to Mr. Kennedy, do you have anything else to discuss on this one?
No, you explained it. The vast majority were vacant lots and they sold for the minimum bid of $500. And so that covers our bureau fees, but there's no money left to pay any of the taxes for these particular ones.
Thank you, Brian. Dan, any questions for Mr. Burek?
Not at all.
Okay. Dan, would you care to move for 247?
I'll make a motion to approve 247.
And I'll second it, and we'll see if we could get a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Brian, anything else for us?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I make a few other comments? I saw Commissioner Kennedy and his wife at the county fair, and they caught me indulging in many of the fine food concessions out there. Debbie cut me on my 3rd round of snacks, but it was a nice week at the county fair. And I do remember many times when I was a kid getting stuck in the mud out there afterwards, so glad it didn't rain. Just one thing I wanted to update you, as you know, we're just wrapping up. There's a lot of work before the day of and after the sale. We're wrapping up the judicial sale from the spring, just about complete with that. And we're down to the proceeds. The remaining properties that sold for enough that there's proceeds. And I sent letters to all the previous owners and all the lien holders. And we're waiting till we have to allow 30 days after that to pay out the proceeds from that. The next sale has been scheduled. It'll be in the newspaper next week. In fact, I just placed an ad in the Newcastle News, Elwood City Ledger, and the Lawrence Law Journal for the fall upset sale. It'll be held this year on Friday, September 26th at 10 a.m. in courtroom 1. This one is not like the free and clear sale. This one has what's called an upset sale price. All delinquent taxes, plus the 2025 taxes, plus any municipal liens, plus we add in the costs to prepare the deed, the recording fees. As Amy knows, there's now a new fee, the $250 demolition fund fee is added to every property, the realty transfer tax fees, and the city of Newcastle has an Act 121 fee. So this ad is going out. The upset sale price is the total price if somebody buys it that they would have to pay to acquire that property. So again, that'll be in courtroom 1, Friday, September 26th. So that's the next big sale coming up for the Tax Claim Bureau. And I thank you. I will have more properties coming for a repository. That's very popular. Now that we added 63 new parcels this month to the list, we have a lot of people buying that list as well, and I expect more bids on repository properties. But as Newcastle News noted, that's a positive thing. Anytime we can get those properties back on the tax rolls, that benefits the county revenue as well as the municipal and the school districts. So, thanks for letting me give you the update. If you have any other questions on tax claim, I'd be glad to answer them.
I have a comment. Sure. As Brian knows, I've been coming over and see how he's doing with his and his staff, and I gotta say, he's put himself in a place where it was new software he had to learn, and the staff had to learn, and then they had to play with the old software too to try to get it all migrated. And from what I see, he's done a fantastic job, and with missing Kim out on medical leave, it's just been the two of them most of the time, and we got to thank Ally very much, as long as you, for getting done what you guys got done. You were here some hours at night getting the job done, but we got to thank you and your staff wholeheartedly because you did the work you needed to do. We just got to get Kim back.
It's been a very challenging year, as you know. June is our busiest month of the year, and Kim was out for most of June. So we did put a lot of late nights, and I put a lot of commissioner and the judges have seen me here on the weekends. And very thankful for allowing me to hire a new staff. He's working out very well so far and helping a great deal. And eventually we'll get caught up here. I'm still a little behind on some of my work because I was waiting on the counter, answering the phones, keeping the day-to-day office going. But it's been a challenging year, but I'm still appreciative of the position and the opportunity to work for the Board of Commissioners. Anytime you have any questions, feel free to stop over or email or call me, and I'll be glad to
You
provide.
didn't walk out the door and say, you guys are crazy. I'm not doing it. So we thank you.
Well, and,
You got done.
I concur with everything you both said. I'll note too that Marcia Foster, the former director, we do have a contract with her, and she comes in as a one day a week. And we appreciate the assistance she's offered as well. She was a long time director. And, but she left a big pair of shoes to fill, but you're filling them.
I thank you for contracting her. It's I don't know how else it could have been done because she's been invaluable helping me. These sales are there's multiple steps and it's very complicated. In fact, I compliment you for taking that action. I won't mention which county, but I'll tell you off the record. But one I reached out, obviously, when I started to make some contacts with other county tax claim directors because we share information and updates on laws and procedures and court cases. But one new tax claim director in another county, the previous director had retired a year before and was not contracted. And this new director did not have anyone to guide her, and she had to cancel 2 years of tax sales.
Ooh.
Because it's unless you've gone through this process yourself, like I said, there's so many detailed steps that have to be done, everything from the advertising to the postings to the personal service to the preparing the documents for the sale, the folders for the sale, registering bidders, the sale day itself, refunding bidders that don't buy property, all the way to, exonerating the taxes, paying the taxes. It's so complicated that in that particular county, the commissioners did not give any foresight or planning, and the poor new tax claim director had no guidance. So I compliment you guys for thinking ahead. And this office is, as I mentioned before, it's very critical for many reasons. We fulfill the Pennsylvania real estate tax sale law. We bring in a lot of revenue for the county and the other taxing districts. And we get a lot of properties back on the tax roll, so it's very, very important office, and I thank you for your support.
Now, you made a very valid point that rules that govern what you do are not our rules, they're the state's rules. And we have to obviously adhere to them. And I've, again, my faulty memory, either you have or you will be going to a conference with your counterparts. Has that happened yet?
The annual conference for the Tax Claim Bureau Association is in October. It'll be up in Erie this year, and you guys just approved me to attend. It is
Great.
invaluable, as you know, you learn from what other counties do well and pick up best practices.
That's right, without a doubt. And I'm glad you're going. And I suspect you're glad he's going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm able to go because it's after the next sale. I couldn't go if it was during the sale date. So they schedule it under Pennsylvania real estate tax sale law. The upset sale is supposed to be scheduled in the month of September. And that's why we hold our annual conference in October. Everybody get through the sales and then get together and.
Well, and I know Dan can attest to this. You can, as a former commissioner, we involve ourselves with our state association of county commissioners. And the relationships you build with other commissioners is invaluable. You pick up the phone and say, hey, we're having a problem with such and such, and they're able to say, we are too, or here's how we addressed it. And this will give, as you know, this will give you that opportunity to get to know these other tax claim directors better, and they'll be able to help you, you'll be able to help them. But those relationships are invaluable. Amy, you're in the same boat with your fellow
Absolutely.
planning directors. So anyway, I'm glad you're going. Anything else for us?
Just last thing, you guys passed ordinance 1 of 2024 or 2025 back in April. It took effect July 8th. We've updated our instructions. When anyone buys a repository list, we do have provide notice that there is that additional $250 demolition and rehabilitation fund fee. And so obviously any future properties that sell through repository or the upset sale or the judicial sale, we will be tracking that, and then I'll be sending money in the future down to her office. And that allows the county to have additional money for those purposes as well, so.
Dan, anything else for
No,
Brian?
just again, I'll say, we thank you. We wish Kimmy well. Talking to her.
Looking forward to her return, yes.
Yeah, she's a great young lady. So.
Thank you much.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Brian. Next on the agenda, our planning department has a few items for us to consider. Amy McKinney is the director, and Amy, I will tell you that Dan and I got to spend some time with one of your former planning directors, Dan Glotz from Warren County. What a gentleman.
I think so much of him.
Oh, and he thinks the world of you, and
Yeah.
he, of course, kind of probably took a step down from going from planning director to commissioner. But he sends his
Oh,
best.
good, good.
And sounds like he's doing well.
Yeah, he really enjoys it, he said, so, I just think so much of him,
Oh,
so.
nice man.
I set him straight on really what you wrote.
And
Let's see when I come back.
You mentioned our state association, that him and I worked very closely with county planning directors. He was the treasurer, I'm still the president at the time. And then, APA, state chapter for the American Planning Association, he served on the Northwest Commission, which I'm on. So we always work together on conference planning as well. So he's a great guy. He won't believe anything you said.
No, we did get to spend some time together.
Good.
His wife was with him too.
Oh, that's
Nice-
good. I
nice
never
person.
met her.
Very,
Never met
very
her.
quiet, but a very nice person. So but he made sure, he said, make sure you tell Amy
Okay,
hello.
thank you. Appreciate that.
He even asked about Tom Graney.
Yeah, yeah.
He asked about Tom.
Yeah, because Tom would have done a lot of work up in the Northwest,
Yeah.
yeah. Mary used to work for Warren County.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
Mary Glasses, so she knew Dan. and-
How about
Yeah, and Mike, now the former director, yeah. Now the current director, Mike, who worked under Dan,
I
yeah.
see. That's super. Okay. Well, you've got some housekeeping items here. It looks like resolution 2, am I right with 248, Vanessa?
Yes.
Thank you. And I think we do this every year.
Every year for our fiscal year, CDBG applications.
What this would do, would we would give approval to the appointment of Rebecca Schaefer from your office to serve as the Section 504 officer. This is for the CDBG program. It's a federal requirement or a state requirement?
It's a federal, it's through HUD, which filters down to DCD at the state level. When we report to DCD, they're all the federal, fall under the federal guidelines.
Do you have more to add on this proposal?
Basically, like you said, every year we're required to do it, section 504 officers, any person in the county, not, and even with our entitlement communities, Union Township, Shenango, and Elwood, each pass a resolution each year as well. If they feel like they've been discriminated against in regards to their disability and not being given access to a public hearing, anything in regards to the CDBG program, then they would contact Rebecca as a section 504 officer.
Thank you. I'll see if Mr. Kennedy wishes to know more. Okay. This is 248. Dan, would you wish to move for it?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it and see if Vanessa could call the roll, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. And then resolution 249, along the same lines, we are obligated legally to appoint a fair housing officer, and in the past, it's been Amy McKinney, and I believe you're requesting to continue to serve in that role. Anything you'd like to add about that?
No, that's just, me as a fair housing officer, if anybody feels they've been discriminated against in regards to housing opportunities, they would contact me. And that's not, and we do have people call us and if they're, they didn't pay their bill and they're being in dispute with their landlord, that's not something we handle. It's just in regards to mental health and they're being denied because they want to have a support animal there, then they would contact me. Or if they feel they've been discriminated against because of their religion or their race, or they would contact me.
You say they would.
They would contact me for something like that.
Okay, thank you. Dan, questions for Amy?
None at all.
And you wish to be reappointed? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Resolution
I mean, I can appoint somebody else if you want me to. Dan, you want me to?
No.
Dan,
Thank you.
Vanessa.
No,
No,
thank you.
Sorry.
We'll ask for a motion for resolution 249.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Dan. I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 250 involves an agreement between the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission and the Lawrence County Planning Department, specifically for contract number 25-02. Before I ask you to explain this, Amy, I want to note for the record that our representation on the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission consists of the three commissioners, Amy McKinney and Mr. Berlin, Brad Berlin from Wilmington Township. Does he still live in Wilmington, to your
Yeah.
knowledge?
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Wilmington Township. And Mr. Kennedy serves on the executive committee of SPC. But can you fill us in on what this proposed resolution does?
Yeah, so this is contract number 25-02, and this is for the HPMS contract that we do with SPC every year. HPMS stands for Highway Performance Monitoring System. And the way they've been doing their contracts the past couple of years, it's actually for 2 fiscal years. You can see in the very last paragraph, it says fiscal year 2025-26 and 2026-2027. Each fiscal year is for a total of $18,750, $15,000 grant, and then $3,750 in-kind services, and that's our staff. Alan is the one that does the HPMS. He goes out on the road and has to time the lights. There's other things he does, but he gets trained by SPC every year. He goes and works with PennDOT up in Clearfield County. He'll do like a 2-day training every year, and they reimburse us for everything. So this is just money that comes into the county, and the in-kind services offered by Alan's time.
There was a time when we actually did traffic counts.
Yes, there was times
This
we do not do
something
traffic
different.
counts anymore.
Okay.
SPC, PennDOT, they handle the traffic counts. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I used to go out with Frank Jungers, and then Alan. I think Alan might have done it too. But yeah, we used to have to go out there with the hoses, and
Yeah,
we had the little
little
tiny-
box.
Yeah, little boxes. Those are probably somewhere around here still. Yeah, but no, we do not do those anymore. We just do the HPMS, and it usually only takes Alan like 2 or 3 days at the most, so it doesn't take a lot of time either. So.
Specific to the traffic lights, So obviously, he can't do every one in a
No,
given time.
they
Just rotate them?
they get a segment. He'll get folders every year from court at SPC. He'll bring them down and there's areas they focus on.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for that. Dan, I'll see if you have questions.
So you have traffic counters here I could have used a couple years ago.
I mean, I'm not sure we have them anymore, but yeah.
I had to sit there for the low volume road
Did you
count.
have to?
No, I said, I'm not doing that, so the video camera at the township building, it went on my computer screen, and I sat there for 24 hours and counted cars and lawn buggies going by. So we could get a good traffic count for the low volume road that they're working on right now.
Yeah,
Does he have more
we
buggies or
haven't-
cars?
Cars.
we haven't done them in, 15 years. It's been a long time since we've done them, okay, maybe 10 years, I think, so. We do still have people that call and ask us if we can do them, but we just direct them. SPC has a website and the ones that they do, you can access them on there. Or you can call them and get it too, so. And they don't do obviously, like every segment, every road, every year, there's an area that they focus on when they do them, so.
Understood. Okay, thank you both for your input. This is Resolution 250. Dan, would you wish to move it?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. I'll second. If we have no other concerns, we can take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. And finally, or no, not finally, there are two more to go. Resolution 251. This would authorize the execution of documents related to the agreement between SPC, Lawrence County Planning Department, for contract number 25-01J. And would you be kind enough to tell us what that's all about?
Yes, and then I do have a question in regards to what I have on my phone here, my screen. So this is for the UPWP, Unified Planning Work Program. And it is again for 2 fiscal years. It'll be fiscal year 2020, 2025, 2026, and then 2026 and 2027. Each year is for a total of $15,000, $12,060 would be the grant, and then the remainder again is in-kind services. And that basically covers the cost for us to do everything we do in regards to the public participation panel, the transportation improvement plan, the update, long-range planning, the work that I do with the Transportation Technical Committee, Transit Operators Committee, any meetings that we attend at SBC, we get reimbursed for our time, our mileage, and then the work that we do here within working with our partners for the updates to the Transportation Improvement Plan, Long Range Plan. CMAC, when we do our Congestion Management Air Quality Committee meetings, when we review documents, our time is all reimbursed, I just have to submit it, so.
You said you also had a
Yeah, but-
question?
Does the resolution, the very last, does it say 25-01J?
Yeah, I've
And
changed.
it does say, you changed it,
That's what's on the contract.
okay.
Yeah, I
And then
changed
it does
it.
have for August 2025, I must have put up an old document, so, or does it say October 2022?
Oh, no, you mean where they sign it? Yeah, I've changed it.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
okay.
good.
Sorry about
I know, I saw that and I.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
that. You guys have me covered, so.
Well, thank you for that background, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Kennedy for his questions or comments.
No comments.
Okay, thank you. Dan, are you willing to make a motion for 251?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. I will second it. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Before we move on, since we talked a little bit
Yeah.
about transportation-related matters, I noticed when I was out in Somerset County that a lot of the state-maintained roads had looked as though they had recently done the line striping. One of my concerns throughout the county, and I think you've seen it as well, is that some of our state-maintained roads, the line stripes have faded to a large extent in some areas. Now, it seems like some roads have them, others don't. I should probably either reach out to the director here at, Mike up at PennDOT Garage, or I'm wondering if we should reach out to the district executive, because what I've been told, they maybe only have 1 or 2 paint trucks, And it seems like Beaver and Allegheny get them a lot more than we
Yeah.
do. And I'm wondering if we should talk to the district executive or not.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't fault
no,
Mike
no,
up here.
but maybe that would be the best. Yeah, because I mean, I know in the past when we've had, this is years ago, but when we were doing the multimodal corridor study, that was one of the things that was brought up in the steering committee. And Mike was on that, and I think it was Mike. And the next day he went out and there was an area by Pearson Park that needed to be fixed with the line painting. He
Right.
went and did it right away. So it could be, like you said, the trucks, and maybe we're reaching out to the DE and asking them, might push it a little bit. Because they do have a budget in the transportation improvement plan. Each county has that budget for maintenance and
right?
line painting, so, it might just be the issue with the availability of the trucks.
Do you wish to comment?
Do you want me, I'm going around and looking at all those secondary, mostly secondary state roads in this county. And putting a letter on them, A through F. Some of them are hitting that bottom end of them, but I can put another item in their lines, if they have lines on them or not.
Would you mind?
No, not at all.
And that would be a good,
The ones I got done so far, I think I remember what, but most of them are in the northern end, and I travel them more than I travel the southern end right now. But eventually, in the next few weeks, I want to have it done by the end of September. So in the next few weeks, when I have time to just sneak out of here and go for a ride to go see what these roads look like.
I appreciate that, and again, since you serve on the executive committee, you probably carry more weight on these things than I do, so,
But you keep in mind too, with the, public participation panel process should be starting soon.
Right.
What we will, when we have those meetings, we will have representatives from SBC and PennDOT there
we
as
will.
well, so.
we can talk about it then too. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you both very much. Finally, Resolution 252, this involves the facade program in the borough of Elwood City, whereby eligible applicants can apply and receive up to $5,000 towards facade improvements. And I'm pleased to see that McElwain Brothers Paint and Collision have some masonry work they'd like to have performed. And you're asking us to allow an agreement with them for the amount. There is no dollar amount listed. Do you know if it
There
is
is
$5,000? It'll be
$5,000,
the full amount, 5,000. And then my recollection is the Borough Council in Elwood City agree to this, or is it their committee down there that does
Well,
that?
so we have a committee that we send it to, I'm gonna confirm that number, I was 99.9% sure it was. But yeah, so what we do is I get the applications, I review them, I make sure that everything, or Mary and I review them, we make sure everything there is in order. If something's missing, we reach out to the applicant, and then once we have everything in order, then I send it to the steering committee that the borough decided on who should be on the steering committee. And I ask them to review it and make the recommendation to you, the commissioners, since the contract is with Lawrence County. The DCD contract is Lawrence County's contract.
Yes.
So they all voted okay to this, and then that's where we are, right here.
Good. And I assume the funds are there to cover it.
Yes,
Okay.
Still some more funds, we're getting there. It actually has been a slow process getting these funds spent. We had to ask for an extension.
Yes.
So at the end of July of 2026, the funds will either be spent or we have to give, or just not get all the total amount. We won't have to pay anything back. It's on a reimbursable basis with DCD, so.
And this is specific to the borough of Elwood City in certain areas of the
Lawrence
borough?
Avenue, we-
Fifth
we did-
Street?
what's that? Lawrence,
Fifth Street?
yes.
Yeah.
Fifth Street, basically the side streets off Fourth Avenue, off Lawrence Avenue, the main area there, the downtown. We couldn't go over to Pittsburgh Circle or anything like that, so
Understood.
yeah, that's what we've been
Okay.
focusing on, so.
Well, thank you, and I'll see if my colleague, Mr. Kennedy, has questions. Okay. Well, Dan, are you willing to make a motion for 252?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it, and we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Amy, do you have anything else for us?
We have a budget amendment on there,
Oh,
I can wait though if you want.
no, can we jump to it? Now,
I'm fine to wait too.
do you mind? That way we won't goof Vanessa's
No, that's fine.
numbers up.
No, that's fine. I'll just use the rest of it.
These-
We got 3 quick ones
Yeah,
here.
but it was 5,000.
Oh,
But they're gonna get, their estimate, was 12,000, but we can only get 5,000,
Right.
so.
Right.
But yeah, I'll be back then.
okay, thanks, Amy. We received some bids. We advertised for some vehicles. Before I start with them, Dan, anything you wish to offer? Because you were a little bit closer to this than I was.
No, we just need to get them out of here.
Okay. Well, in fact, if I recall correctly, we opened these a couple of weeks ago, did we not?
Yep.
And then they had to be reviewed. Okay, let's start with Resolution 253. This was for a 2014 Ford Police Interceptor. The bidder that has been identified as the one who should, is the highest bidder is Jeff Smith of 3920 Elwood Road, Newcastle, PA. He bid $1,680. This would be Resolution 253, but I'd request a motion, but anything else you wish to add, Dan?
No, we just, hopefully we get them out of here.
Okay.
We can get parking places back.
There you go. So you'll move for this
I'll
one?
make a motion to approve 253.
Thank you, sir. I'll second it. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 254 was for a 2016 Ford Explorer. The successful bidder in the amount of $1,180 was Ringwood Motors of Ringwood, Illinois. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I will second, and if there are no other concerns, we can have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 255, also for a, I'm assuming, Dan, this is a different Ford
This is
Explorer.
different, yeah, different serial number.
Okay, different 2016 Ford Explorer. Bid amount $1,180. It was made by Ringwood Motors of Ringwood, Illinois. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. And just a comment, these are actually CYS cars, these last two.
Thank you for noting that. Appreciate it. And you've made the motion. I will second it. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. 256 was for a 2015 Ford Police Interceptor. The successful bidder is Jeff Smith of 3920 Elwood Road, Newcastle, PA. And the bid was $1,680. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. I'll second. Do you have any other comments, Dan?
These two, the police interceptors were both sheriff's cars that had a lot of miles on them. They're ready to go.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 257, as a Board of Commissioners, it's our obligation to appoint members to the Agricultural Land Preservation Board. And currently, the term of Penny Kretzer is due to expire, and she wishes to be reappointed. Penny resides in Washington Township. There's a misspelling on the resolution. Vossler Road only has one S instead of two. But everything else is accurate. It's Penny Kretzer, Washington Township. Her term would expire on December 31 of 2028. Dan, would you wish to move for this?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve.
Any comments?
No.
Okay, I'll second your motion. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. And also for the Agricultural Land Preservation Board, Mr. William Allen. Again, there's a small error on the agenda. It says 305 Covered Road. That should be Covered Bridge Road. And Mr. Allen, his mailing address is Volant. He doesn't live in Volant. He lives in Wilmington Township. Mr. Allen would be reappointed. His term would expire December 31 of 2028. Dan, would you wish to move for this?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. I'll second, and I'll see if you have any concerns or comments.
Not at all. Bill's become a great friend. I was on Washington Township Supervisor Board. So does a great job.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. We'll take a I think I gave the second.
You did.
I did. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 259 is a budget amendment as it relates to our courts. A grant came in, a state grant came in. It was a court security grant in the amount of $20,000. It had not been budgeted for when the budget was approved late last year. So we have to amend the budget to account for this. And then we will earmark under the courts, their maintenance and repairs general fund line item by the same amount, $20,000. This is 259. Dan, would you care to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. I'll second. Dan, any concerns?
Not at all.
Okay, thank you. Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Amy, this one's the one that applies to you. This is also a budget amendment, Resolution 260. And this involves community development block grant funds that, again, I don't think we had budgeted for.
We had not budgeted for it because we didn't know we'd be using them quite yet, so that's why.
And it's broken down as follows in terms of an increased revenue. For county administration, $46,000. For the Borough of Elwood City's administration, $18,000. Union Township's administration, $15,000. And Shenango Township's administration, $19,000. And I suspect if you add those up, it comes to $98,000.
Yes, I think
Thank you.
my math is correct.
And this involves the community development block grant. It's actually for fiscal year 23.
2023, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And do you have anything more to add on this?
No,
Okay, I'll see if Dan has questions.
Not at all.
Okay, this is Resolution 260. Dan, would you wish to come forward?
Make that motion to approve.
Thank you. I will second, and we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Amy, thanks very
Yeah,
much. I
thank you.
appreciate that you came
yeah,
back.
absolutely appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. The next resolution is 261. As I'm sitting here, Dan, I'm more and more grateful that you suggested we do this today. The whole thing. The
Yeah,
whole
because
thing.
I'm sure they're piling up for Tuesday already.
Yeah.
You don't wanna.
Oh, okay. Thanks for advocating for this meeting. 261, it's a budget amendment. This involves the jail. The jail received additional grant revenue for the IRP grant in the amount of $3,590. And we will note that will be applied towards their IRP grant expense general fund account line item by the same amount, $3,590. Could I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Any questions, Dan?
No.
Okay, thank you. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. The next budget amendment is number 262. And this is a safety grant revenue that we received in the amount of $35,350. And we would earmark it towards maintenance and repairs line item. Joe's not available today. Vanessa, do you know, would this either be P Comp or P Corp or something else, or do you not know?
I know it's one of those, I'm not sure which
Yes.
one it is, but.
My hunch is that it's P Comp, and the reason I say that, I think P Corp's got lowered by 5,000, I think.
Actually, the total grant was for 50,000 some, but we're only transferring the 35,350 right now.
Now you got me a little puzzled, because I thought those grants were capped at 30 and 35.
Joe had mentioned 50.
There was also a wellness grant, but I thought it was capped at 5,000.
Yeah, we already did that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this isn't the whole amount.
oh, well, you know what it might have been, but that wouldn't add up either. If you took the two together, you should come up with 65,000. If you took P Comp and P Corp. We can go ahead and approve this, but unless you wish to table it, Dan.
I reviewed this with the controller's office and they were comfortable, this is the form that they sent me to
Oh,
go
okay,
ahead and do this.
okay.
Or,
Could we maybe, when Joe gets back, could we check with him, just to double check the source? Maybe this, you're pretty sure it was P-Comp or P-Corp? Okay, okay. Dan, do you have any thoughts or concerns?
No.
Would you be willing to go ahead with this today?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. I'll second it, and maybe we can find out in the meantime, specifically the origin of this grant. So we'll do that when Joe gets back. We have a motion and a second. Any other concerns, Dan? Okay, thank you. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you so much. Resolution 263. This is a budget amendment. No, I stand corrected. This is a transfer. It's a $1,500 transfer under the commissioner's line item in the amount of $1,500 going from the commissioner's contingency to that of land building rental. Dan, would you care to make a motion for this?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. I'll second it. 263. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I apologize. You didn't have any questions on that one? Okay, thank you. 264 is a transfer from request from juvenile probation. It reads as follows. Office equipment, they'd like to take 1,000 from office equipment, 1,500 from staff overtime, and 2,500 from their contingency. This is all from within their budget, and apply all of that towards maintenance and repairs. Then they would like to take $175 from their contingency into their subscription line item, and then finally $675 from their contingency into travel and training. The total amount of the request is for $5,850.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you see how I split it up,
yeah,
so the first three are coming from, they're coming from separate, they're not coming from their, like the bottom two are coming from JPO's contingency.
right. No, yeah,
So the first couple needed a resolution, that's how we had to split it up.
okay. Did I misread it?
No, but that's how, underneath the transfers, that's why they're listed twice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. If I look at the agenda,
Right,
I've got you.
okay?
Okay, all right, but this resolution 264 covers all that. Is that
Correct.
right? Okay. Dan, any questions on this?
No, the only thing, this went to their maintenance shed over there. They needed, we were doing some electric work to the garage over there that never had, it had electric in it, the line got cut underground, and the gentleman said they could fix it without tearing up our roadways or sidewalks, and they did a nice job of keeping it under control. And they got some electric in the shed at the same time, so that's where that came from.
Maintenance department was gracious enough to pay the bill. That's why their JPO's paying them back, transferring
I
money
see.
into the maintenance.
Okay,
department.
I got you.
Okay.
Well, thank you both for all that information. It's very helpful. And this is resolution 264. Could I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. I'll second it and ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Other transfers, Dan, how about if I read these and we get to the end, if you can make a motion for all of them, or we can split them out if you wish.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. The first is from the assessment office. They'd like to transfer $2,000 from their contingency towards their vehicle expense line item. That is to cover repairs to their 2015 Ford Escape vehicle that they use when they're out in the field. It's a 10-year-old vehicle. Under the commissioners, liquid fuels specifically, the request is for $1,000 coming from the bridge maintenance line item into that of fuel. Judge Russo's office is requesting a $25 transfer from his contingency into that of association dues. Central Court is requesting a transfer of $800 from their contingency into their Staples line item for office supplies. juvenile, now juvenile, we just did this one.
We did, but as you see, so the bottom two are actually coming from juveniles contingency
Okay,
to juvenile subscriptions and travel and training.
so not to split hairs, but the vote we took on the previous one, would that only apply to the first three, and then do we have to put these?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so technically, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm catching up with.
Sorry
what
about
you-
that. There was
no,
no way, there's no, they should have split up the transfer sheet,
no, but
two different,
it's,
one with the resolution because it's not coming from their account
right,
to their account.
it's making sense to me,
But-
so,
Since they had everything on one, I just tried to split it up for you.
no, that makes sense. So I'll note that the action we took on resolution 264 applied to the first three that were listed. And then what we're looking at now are for the bottom two, contingency $175 into subscriptions and contingency $675 into travel and training. And if Mr. Kennedy makes a motion to cover all 6 of the ones we just discussed, those final 2 would be included in that
Correct.
motion. Okay. Dan, what are your wishes on these transfers?
I'll make approval,
Okay, for all 6 of them?
all 6 of them.
Okay, and I'll second. And Dan, do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes,
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Announcements. This board will reconvene on Tuesday, August 26, 10 a.m. for our weekly public meeting. Next Wednesday, the prison board will hold its monthly public meeting. Normally, we would have met yesterday. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Chairman Sanada happens to be out of town, and he asked that if we could move it back a week. So the prison board, and I think the legal ad appeared. I believe I saw the legal ad. Prison board will meet a week from yesterday, August 27, Wednesday, noon in this room. It's open to the public. Finally, courthouse will be closed on Monday, September 1, in observance of Labor Day. That concludes our voting matters, but I need to open it up for public comment. We have one person who's stuck out the whole meeting, and that was Debbie.
Can I say my questions so you adjourn?
If you wish, that's fine. Thank you. Closing comments, Mr. Kennedy.
no, just we got through it. Tuesday would be a nightmare, if we didn't do this.
You're right. You're right. Thank you again, Dan. I have no closing comments, but Vanessa, anything on your
I'm
side?
good.
Okay, thank you so much. That takes care of our voting matters, and what I would do is I would request a motion that we adjourn.
I make that motion.
I second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. The meeting is adjourned, and Eric will deactivate the